Welcome to Weiss on Film. On each episode of Weiss on Film, we're going to take an everyday approach to movie reviews. Why don't you go over and get yourself some refreshments? There you go. And then we're going to head over to the screening room. All right, you got everything? Are we ready? Let's get into the screening room and get ready to see what we have in store this time on Weiss on Film. Screaming jet engines, pop music, and about all the male testosterone that you can handle. We're going to review a sequel to a 1980s classic, dare I say, this time on Weiss on Film. Stay tuned, you don't want to miss it. Hello everyone, welcome to Weiss on Film. Before we head on into the screening room this time, remember, if you like the podcast, do us a favor, leave us a positive rating and review, and make sure you share us with your friends, okay? If you want to listen to more episodes of Weiss on Film, just go to purplepitstudios.com. That's purple, like the color purple, pitstudios.com. And under the list of shows right at the website, pick Weiss on Film. And hey, while you're there, why not check out some more of the podcasts that are offered by Purple Pit Studios? Or if you want to take a shortcut, just type in your web browser, weissonfilm.com, W-Y-C-E, weissonfilm.com. All right. So this time on Weiss on Film, the original that this movie is a sequel to was released back in the year 1986, dare I say. So long ago. Well over 30 plus years ago. It had jet engines, it had male testosterone, it had outstanding music, and it had all the things that made movies of the 80s successful. And of course, it had Tom Cruise. We're talking about none other than the sequel to the movie Top Gun. We're talking about Maverick. You have a listen to the trailer, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on it when we get back.
Your instructor is one of the finest pilots this program has ever produced. His exploits are legendary. What he has to teach you may very well mean the difference between life and death.
Your reputation precedes you.
I have to admit, I wasn't expecting an invitation back.
They're called orders, Maverick.
Aviators, this is your captain speaking. Today's exercise is dogfighting.
2 versus 1? He's got to be kidding. What the hell?
And there you have it. There is the trailer for Maverick, the sequel to Top Gun, which was originally the first movie originally released back in 1986. So basically, the movie takes place after more than 30 years in the service as one of the Navy's top aviators. Pete Maverick Mitchell is where he belongs, pushing an envelope as a courageous test pilot and basically dogging for advancement. Basically, he's still the renegade. Tom Cruise plays the renegade, the outcast kind of guy. But he's called up to train a detachment of graduates for a special assignment. Maverick must confront the ghosts of his past and his deepest fears, culminating in a mission that demands the ultimate sacrifice from those who choose to fly it. This movie made $1.4 billion in the United States. Okay, $1.4 billion this movie made. Wow. It was nominated for a People's Choice Award for favorite movie and more. It was made with only a budget of $170 million, which by today's standards, kind of not bad, not average. But you got Tom Cruise returning as Maverick. You've got Val Kilmer returning as Iceman. And they also bring in some characters and continue on. Jennifer Connelly's in this, which I always enjoyed Jennifer Connelly's work as well. John Hamm is in it as well. A lot of actors and in this film. And it basically takes the Top Gun story and pushes it forward, like we said, about 30 years. And the Goose, who, without, if you didn't see Top Gun, I'm going to give you a spoiler, so I'm sorry. Goose, who plays one of the best friends of Maverick in the first movie, is unfortunately tragically killed. Well, his son now is all grown up, and he's an aviator, and guess what? Yeah, there's some conflict there. Now, the movie got 4.8 stars, basically online reviews, and in Rotten Tomatoes, the Rotten Tomatoes is giving it a rating of 67%. It runs for 2 hours and 9 minutes. Or I'm sorry, my apologies. I was looking at the Maverick Western. My apologies. The Maverick Top Gun movie got 4.9 stars. And the movie itself, like I said, it's a continuation. And on Rotten Tomatoes, it's got 96% rating favorability, 8.4 on the Internet Movie Database, and it's not a bad movie. It runs for 2 hours and 11 minutes. It's rated PG-13 for basically sexual innuendos and some foul language and stuff here and there, and some provocative scenes and things of that nature. But if you like that, bravo macho kind of film, if you like Top Gun, chances are you're going to enjoy this film as well. So if you enjoyed Top Gun, there's a pretty good chance you're going to enjoy Maverick, Top Gun Maverick, the sequel to Top Gun. And like I said, it made $1.4 billion, almost as much as the Mega Millions, or what was it? The Mega Millions jackpot? What was that? What they had here just a few short weeks ago? It was up to $2 billion. Anyway, it's got a lot of great action sequences, but again, there's a lot of what I like to call callbacks to the first movie. Do you necessarily have to see the first film to enjoy the second? No, but it makes it a more pleasant viewing experience. Now, this one here is probably best, seen in a larger theater with a great sound system. And I don't know if I'd want to see it in IMAX, because you might get a little nauseous from the flying scenes, because they really take you in there into the cockpit. But overall, I enjoyed Top Gun. I was a much younger lad back in the mid to late 80s when Top Gun came out. And I must admit, I was looking forward to this movie as well. Great action sequences. You kind of know what to expect. You kind of know what's going to happen at the end of the day. The movie's very predictable. However, it is highly entertaining. Basically, you're getting what you get. So, as far as Top Gun Maverick, the sequel, Weiss on Film is going to tell you that Maverick, yeah, it's worth checking out in the theater. It's worth spending the money, especially if you enjoy the theatrics of flying and aviation and such. You're going to enjoy it. So, Top Gun Maverick is definitely a keeper, so enjoy that. All right, so that's all the time we have for it. Thank you. This time on Weiss on Film, I'm going to start cleaning up the screening room until we get together next time. And remember, for more episodes of Weiss on Film, go to purplepitstudios.com, purplepitstudios.com, or in your web browser, just type in Weiss, W-Y-C-E, weissonfilm.com. And you can check out all the episodes there. Do us a favor, if you enjoyed the podcast, won't you give us a positive rating and a review and share us with your friends. Until next time, I'm going to go clean up the screening room, and I'll get the tickets for the next episode of Weiss on Film. I look forward to seeing you in the screening room. Take care.